So now we are coming to pre-Socratic philosophy. The origin of Western philosophy. The roots of the Western philosophy can be found in the work of the Greek philosopher during the 5th and the 6th centuries. These philosophers, later referred to as pre-Socratic, started to question the world around them rather than attributing their surrounding to the Greek gods. These philosophers searched for more rational explanations that could explain the world, the universe, and their existence. This was the philosophy of nature. Pre-Socratic philosopher questioned where everything came from, what everything was created from, how nature could be described mathematically, and how one could explain the existence of plurality in nature. They sought to find a primary principle known as arche, which was the basic material of the universe. Due to the fact that not everything in the universe looks the same or remains in the same exact state, pre-Socratic philosophers determined that there must be a principle of change that arche contained. What does pre-Socratic mean? The term pre-Socratic mean before Socrates was popularized in 1903 by a German scholar, Hermann Diels. Socrates was actually alive during the same time as many of the pre-Socratic philosophers, and therefore the term does not imply that these philosophies existed prior to those of Socrates. Rather, the term pre-Socratic relates to the difference in ideology and principles. While many pre-Socratic philosophers produced texts, none have fully survived, and most of what we understand about the pre-Socratic philosophers is based on fragments of text that remain and quotes of later historians and philosophers, which were usually biased. Important pre-Socratic schools. The Milesian schools. The first pre-Socratic philosophers existed in the city of Miletus, along the western coast of Anatolia, modern Turkey. From Miletus came three important pre-Socratic philosophers: Thales, Anaximander, Anaximenes. Thales, one of the most important pre-Socratic philosophers. Thales, 624 BC to 546 BC, claimed that arche, or the single element, was water. Thales determined that water could experience principle of change like evaporation and condensation, therefore allowing for it to be gaseous or solid. He also knew that water was responsible for moisture, which heat was generated from, and nourishment. Thales even believed that earth floated on water. Anaximander. Following Thales, the next major philosopher came out of Miletus was Anaximander, 610 to 546 BC. Unlike Thales, Anaximander claimed that a single element was actually an undefined, unlimited, and indefinite substance known as apeiron. From this opposite, like moist and dry, cold and hot, separated from each other, Anaximander is known for being the first philosopher that we know to have left writing of his work. Anaximenes. The last important pre-Socratic philosopher of Milesian school was Anaximenes, 585 to 528 BC, who believed that a single element was air. According to Anaximenes, air is everywhere and has the ability to undergo processes and become transformed into other things, such as water, clouds, wind, fire, and even the earth.